What is up, friends? Welcome back for another movie today. I am excited to be hopping into another Al Pacino film. We haven't gotten one from him in quite a while. I believe the last one I watched with him in it was Heat, if I'm not mistaken, but I have watched a lot and they kind of blur together a little bit at times, so maybe I saw another one with him in it that was a bit more recent that I forgot about, but I've loved him in all the things I've seen him in so far. Even in The Godfather 3, I thought he gave a really good performance. And so I'm looking forward to what he does with this. And the only things I know about this movie are, I believe he's blind or something, just based off the cover, and then that this movie takes place around Thanksgiving time or during the month of November, since that is originally when this was on a poll, was for November Thanksgiving themed movies. And so I am excited to see what it's all about. It is a bit of a longer movie, and I don't think it's any sort of action movie or anything, and so I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of great dialogue and acting and character development in it. So I'm really hoping to have a good time with it. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me for this one. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up by the end of the video. Definitely helps the video reach a lot more people and helps the channel grow, and so I appreciate your guys' support. You can always check out my full-length reaction to this movie on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. Of course, you'll need your own copy of the film to watch along with me there, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Scent of a Woman.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe they gave it to him.
That is insane, bro. Philip Seymour Hoffman looks so small right here, so young.
Morning to you, sir. Fabulous.
What's fabulous?
That fine piece of steel you have back there.
Is this guy trying to suck up to him right now? What's his game plan? Seemed like they were just bad-mouthing him a second ago.
So, what about Stad?
Okay, fine. Okay, the G may be silent, but it's gonna take at least $3,000 to get there. I'll have to talk to my father.
I wonder who that guy is who was looking at the note that we saw before. What's his involvement with all of this?
$1,200 is a little rich for my blood, Harry. But, thanks for asking, all right?
What'd you do that for? You know he's on aid.
On major holidays, Willis, it's customary for the lord of the manor to offer drippings to the poor.
Oh gosh, dude. Ruthless, man. What the heck? So is the guy that they were just talking to going to be one of the main characters or the main character of the film?
Hi, Mrs. Rossi?
Yes?
I'm here about the weekend job.
Come on in.
She doesn't necessarily look like she was expecting anybody to show up. Maybe she's had it up there for a while, the job offer.
I'm sorry, the school gave me your name, but I've forgotten it.
It's Charlie.
You're available for the whole weekend?
Yeah.
You're not going home for Thanksgiving?
No.
I wonder if he's just not going home because he's from Oregon, as he said, or if he doesn't really have a family that he can necessarily go to.
Do you want Tommy in or out?
Leave him out! He's chasing that calico ginch from the track houses again.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere, even without seeing his face. He's a good actor.
Come a little closer. I want to get a better look at you. How's your skin, son?
My skin, sir?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Man, I love the lighting of this scene. This is so good. Love how he's like half in shadow.
I know exactly where your body is. What I'm looking for is some indication of a brain.
I love his dialogue and delivery already. And that shot right there is a very clever way of showing that he is blind.
What does your daddy do in Gresham, Oregon?
My stepfather and my mom run a convenience store.
What time they open?
5 a.m.
Close.
1 a.m.
Hard workers. You got me all misty-eyed.
Oh man, this is a fantastic conversation. He is really freaking grilling him right now.
I know you go to the bad school. Point is, how do you afford it?
I won a Young American Merit Scholarship.
Hoo-ah! Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Just breaks into song. I love it. And also the hoo-ah reminds me, is this the movie that Elaine in Seinfeld talks about when she mimics the hoo-ah?
How's your skin, son? I like my aids to be presentable.
I've had a few zits, but my roommate, he let me his clinic because he's from Chestnut Hill and he's got
The
this.
History of My Skin by Charles Sims.
Oh my gosh, great line, dude. I was not expecting his character introduction to be so well done. I was glued to the screen, his entire dialogue sequences. What exactly are these guys doing right here, man? What's in the bag up there? Again, though, the soundtrack is killing it.
What are you doing? Keep your voice down!
Miss Hunsaker,
George,
you have a nice day?
why all the noise?
Oh gosh, man. They gotta get out of there real fast. Very clever move of him to shake her hand and turn her the other direction. Oh no, are they gonna screw up this dude's car? They perfectly placed it right over his parking spot.
How does Mr. Trask make such wonderful deals?
Oh gosh, dude, what the heck are they gonna do to him? And why do they hate him so much? What has he done to piss people off so much?
One more. Come on.
Oh my gosh, dude, just obliterated him in the car. And the fact that literally everybody there is cheering, he clearly has a pretty bad reputation.
Mrs. Hunsicker says that both you gentlemen were at a vantage point last night to observe who was responsible for this stunt.
Oh shoot, she remembered. They're gonna get caught up in this. And I feel like he knows they know something. And I can't necessarily be against this guy because I don't know exactly what he's done to anger everybody.
First thing Monday morning, I'm convening a special session of the Student Faculty Disciplinary Committee. Nothing will transpire at this institution until that proceeding is concluded.
Okay, well now he's seeming pretty freaking tough. I guess I will just trust their judgment that this dude is not the best headmaster for an organization like this.
The Dean of Admissions at Harvard and I have an arrangement. I add one name, somebody who's a standout, and yet underprivileged.
Oh shoot, man, he's presenting the bribery for Charlie to give up the information. That's gonna put him in a very difficult spot.
You, Mr. Sims. Now, can you tell me who did it?
No, sir, I can't.
You take the weekend to think about it.
Charlie ain't no snitch, keeping his boys safe. I wonder if he's gonna change his mind at some point, though. It strikes me as a lie, though, that he's actually gonna send him to Harvard.
But I'm catching a 4 o'clock at Logan. I'm looking out my window, and there's not a taxi in sight. What happened to Chet? He didn't invest in the radio yet?
Man, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about awards and stuff in that whole military realm, but judging off that shot, it looks like he's accomplished quite a lot.
Are we going someplace, Colonel?
What business is that of yours? Don't shrug, you imbecile. I'm blind. Save your body language for the bimbi.
Oh man, he is great. He literally catches everything you do. Charlie really needs to be on his best behavior constantly.
El Buckler's giving you trouble. Here, let me take a look at that. Touch me again, I'll kill you. I touch you. Understand?
Whoa, dang, man. That was tense right there. He snapped, but I mean, you really don't want to startle him like that, so I can understand where he's coming from. Charlie definitely has a steep learning curve ahead of him.
Women, what can you say? Hair. They say the hair is everything, you know. Have you ever buried your nose in a mountain of curls?
He is just in the zone right now, man. He definitely has some very specific likes, but seems like it's very based on senses.
I guess you really like women.
Oh, above all things.
Yes, the title sort of makes sense in this context now. If he likes women so much, he probably likes the smell.
You know, the last time I was here, Charlie, was with the G2 from Brussels. Had a Ferrari. Never even offered me a ride.
Oh, no. Gosh, he smacked the side there.
Hello, this is Lieutenant Colonel Frank Slade. I would like a limo. 8 o'clock. What are you drinking?
Wow, man, he is sparing no expense right now for this trip. I love it.
What's the matter with you?
With me?
Yeah. Car feels heavy. You know why? You got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
He is very perceptive. He can read the room very well. Is he gonna start helping him out with his life problems?
We got George, we got Harry, we got trouble. They're rich, you're poor. You want to get rich. You want to graduate Baird, become a rich big shot like them. Am I right?
No.
Nice, man. I'm loving this dialogue. This is great. He is perfectly dissecting everything that Charlie's given him. I feel like he would be pretty wise to listen to his advice right now.
How do you plan on paying for all this stuff?
I saved up my disability checks.
You flew first class, we're at the Waldorf Astoria, $24 hamburger restaurant.
All part of a plan, Charlie.
Oh no, dude, I'm starting to get a real bad feeling. If he's saving up his money and he's spending it all on this trip, is he feeling like this is his last, big weekend? Is he about to die, or is he thinking of ending things?
It's not really a plan, Charlie. It's sort of more like a tour. Stay in a first-class hotel, eat an agreeable meal, see my big brother.
I mean, he's going through a lot of big stuff right now. I think I may be right in what I thought.
I'm gonna lie down on my big, beautiful bed at the Waldorf and blow my brains out.
May I tell you our specials?
Oh my gosh, man. That waiter came in and sliced through the tension right there. That's such heavy stuff, and just to tell Charlie like that.
You should try these rolls, Charlie. I used to dream about them when I was at Fort Huachuca.
Colonel Slade.
Bread's no good west of the Colorado. Water's too alkaline.
I like how he just dumps that information on him and then just goes straight to the food. What the heck is Charlie gonna do now? Surely he's not gonna let Frank just kill himself like that. I'm sure he's gonna try and stop him, or maybe try and help him, realizing there's plenty still worth living for.
George, hey, it's Charlie. You told me to call you for the moves.
For now, the move is no move. Status quo. Everything's the way we left it. See no evil, hear no evil.
Doesn't seem like too hard of a thing to do right now. I wonder how well Frank can hear that conversation, though, or even if he can just hear Charlie, if he's able to pick up on what he's talking about.
What do you think Big George is gonna feel about Little George seeing no evil, hearing no evil?
Well, we're not gonna tell our parents.
Damn decent of them. Ooh! Ah!
Oh man, dude, every time he speaks, I just have to give it my full attention. I was a little bit curious about how they'd fill out the long runtime, but at this point, I could watch scenes between the two of them for a while.
Big George gonna wind up Little George, and Little George gonna sing like a canary. And if you're hip, kid, you're gonna hop too.
Shoot, man, so is it gonna be about who can tell first? Is George gonna sell out Charlie in order to protect him and the other boys?
If you don't sing now, probably the last word you'll ever hear yourself say just before you croak gonna be, have a nice day, and come back soon.
I think that's a pretty smart bit of advice right there. That's cool that he's looking out for Charlie's best interest.
Yes?
Yes. Who is this?
It's Randy.
Randy. You knew?
I'm your nephew.
What the heck, man? Why does he look so unhappy to see him right now? Did Frank do something to upset him, or do they just not like him in particular?
Dad, you remember the time I persuaded Frank to go to the kennel?
What about it?
He almost put the seeing eye dog business out of business.
Cool it, Randy.
It's over and done with, you know?
Oh gosh, man, are we gonna learn a little bit more about the details of their history, where their antagonistic attitudes started?
It's all right, Gloria. I enjoy Randy's observation.
Our wife's name is
Sensitive.
Gail.
Gail strikes me as a very beautiful woman. But you know, there's a little tension in her voice. Either Gail is nervous or unsatisfied.
Oh geez, here we go. We're not gonna get onto a full-on fight, are we? He is certainly pushing the envelope right now.
You want me to lay off him, Chucky, because he's blind?
No, but I mean...
My friend's name is Charles. He doesn't like to be called Chucky.
Oh, here we go now. Frank's sticking up for Charlie. This dinner has taken such a turn that I did not expect. Seems like it's been bottling up, though, for a while.
He blew himself up.
Our colonel here had a grenade juggling act at Fort Bragg or wherever it was they dumped him.
Fort Benning.
No way, dude. What? Is that real? Is that how he got blind? I didn't expect it to be self-caused if that's the case.
God doth have a sense of humor.
Maybe God thinks some people don't deserve to see.
Jeez, dude, that is a freaking harsh line, man. How could he say that?
You get the point, Chucky?
His name is Charles.
Oh my gosh, he freaking snapped right here. Goodness. I mean, it was really building up to that, so I shouldn't be too surprised. But he moves freaking quick for not having his eyesight.
Frank. Goodbye, Willie. I'm no good, and I never have been.
Dang, that's sad, man. That can't be how he leaves his brother and all them, right? I mean, it didn't seem like they were on good terms and could get on good terms anytime soon, but still, that is really rough. I think after that whole ordeal, Charlie's definitely gonna view him in a different light.
You got a watch?
He's not gonna do it right now, is he? Well, Charlie is here in the room.
All I want from you is another day.
For what?
One last tour of the battlefield.
Man, I could definitely see Al Pacino getting nominated for like an Oscar or something. I mean, not just because he is Al Pacino, but because this performance is really, really good.
What do you say, Charles? What's one day between friends?
We'll say I stay for another day. Will you give me your weapon?
There you go, Charlie. Start bartering with him. Beat him at his own game.
Well, then give me your bullets.
You do see the sense of it, Charlie, don't you? I can't chew the leather anymore. I mean, there's no one wants to tear a herring with me anymore.
Great writing, man. He seems like he is just locked into this idea and has given up all hope. There we go. It worked. Charlie convinced him. That's a big step right there, I feel like. Is he going to be the difference maker in his life?
What do you give it?
Because I have a conscience, you know?
The Charlie conscience. Do we tell? Do we not tell? Do we follow the rich boy's code or not?
Oh man, he clapped right back at him with that, calling him out. He only has a selective conscience so far, it seems. I feel like each of them are exactly what the other person needs right now. They both can help each other a lot in different ways. Frank with his wisdom and Charlie with his hopefulness.
Double Jack Daniels on the rocks.
Do you have beer?
May I see some ID?
You interested in walking the rest of your life, chappie?
Oh, jeez, dude, I love it. Freaking threaten him for that. What a great line. Are you interested in walking?
Excuse me, senorita. You mind if we join you? I'm feeling you're being neglected.
Well, I'm expecting somebody.
Instantly?
Oh, that's a perfect response to that right there. Dude definitely knows how to work his way around a conversation, and she looks like she would be a good match for Charlie.
You know, I detect a fragrance in the air. Ogilvy Sisters soap.
That's amazing.
Well, I'm in the amazing business.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. I just didn't even intentionally mean to repeat the word amazing. It just came out.
Would you like to learn to tango, Donna?
Right now?
I'm offering you my services. Free of charge.
And man, I wish I did have Frank's charisma and guts, though. Man is just out here living his life moment by moment. Nice, man. I love it. Seeing that smile. This wasn't on his to-do list of things before he dies, but I think he's going to be happy that he experienced it. This could show him that there's still good moments out there for him to have.
Michael, this is Frank, and this is Charlie.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Charlie. I'm sorry I'm late.
Your girl is hell of a tango dancer.
Are things going to go bad right now, or is this just going to be a friendly conversation right here? I mean, he showed up late, and they said that he hated the tango, but he doesn't seem like too bad of a guy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, wow, and she's gone just like that. I thought she was going to play a bit more of a role. Just one good isolated moment, I guess.
You just caught us. We're about to shoot George over to the airport.
Why is George going to the airport?
Hold on, maybe you should talk to the man himself.
Oh no, don't tell me George is going to spill the beans first, and he's just going to screw Charlie over.
Well, where are you going?
Home.
What are you going home for?
I was thinking, Chaz, this Trask is making no sense at all. Somebody's got to talk. My father's class 59.
Your father?
Oh no, dude. Frank called it exactly right. He should have taken his advice. I mean, it wasn't like he could have done anything between then and now anyway. Hopefully he brings that up with Frank later so he can give him the right advice again.
Colonel?
Man, he is looking bad. Was he actually sick and he didn't mention it? It's quite a change from just yesterday.
Oh, Charlie, what do you want?
I don't know. You're making me nervous.
My wallet is on the dresser. Take out your plane ticket and $400.
I don't think Charlie's gonna exactly want to go home now. He's so invested, and I feel like they've fostered a pretty good friendship at this point.
Charlie, you already gave me a day, and for that day I am eternally grateful. Right now I have other plans.
Oh, please don't tell me they're the plans that he originally had of killing himself. I thought he had taken a turn for the better after yesterday.
You know, let's go out and do something, huh? Let's go for a ride.
A ride?
Yeah, Colonel Slade, what do you say? Let's go for a ride, huh?
Oh, please tell me it's in a Ferrari because of the earlier conversation when he said he never got to ride in one. That would be perfect.
Yeah, this is a valid Oregon driver's license, and we let appropriate customers test drive the Testarossa.
Let's go, it is. That'll be awesome. He mentioned it was his second favorite thing behind women, so this will definitely be a big check off the bucket list.
This is fun, isn't it?
Drop her into neutral, slide her into second, pop the clutch.
He knows his stuff, but he certainly is not looking too happy. I thought he was going to be full of life riding around in this. Is he just starting to feel sad about his decision, or just that he doesn't have too much life left? Or maybe he's starting to feel sad about Charlie leaving eventually. Has one nice shiny car. Oh, yes, dude. He's freaking driving it. That's awesome. It's dangerous, but man deserves to be in front of the wheel for a bit.
Slow it down a little, Colonel. You're a little fast.
Oh, no. Man is fully locked in. He's going all the way. If he's going to drive a Ferrari, he's got to go full speed ahead, I guess.
Colonel Slade! Watch out!
Oh my gosh, man, this would be so intense to be a passenger. Dude's driving like he's got a death wish.
Now let's see how this baby corners.
Corners?
Say when.
Say when what?
Say when to turn.
Oh gosh, man, please tell me he's not gonna try and drive where other cars are. We're starting to see him full of life now.
Here I go. Here I go.
Wait, now!
Not freaking bad for not being able to see. He's feeling the road like nobody else. Love seeing him so psyched about it, though.
Pull over, slow down! Slow down, Colonel!
All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Let's come here.
Yep.
Slow it down.
Got it.
Oh gosh, man, if the cop rolls up and notices that he's blind, they're gonna be in so much freaking trouble, but he's talked his way out of situations before.
What, are you test driving this baby?
Don't she purr, though?
At 70 miles an hour?
You should hear her at 125.
Oh no, he's not doing him any favors with that line. I don't know how you can get out of here without getting a massive fine or something.
Tell you what I'm gonna do, Colonel. I'm gonna let you go on one condition. That you take this rig straight back to the dealer.
Hey, get on Officer Gore letting him go like that. I mean, I'd feel much more comfortable if Charlie drove back to the dealership though, but at least the joy wasn't soured with a fine. Holy crap, man. He has no fear anymore. He's driving a Ferrari. He's walking out in the middle of the street.
How are you doing?
I gotta take a piss.
Take the cane, Colonel. Colonel, we're on Park Avenue. You can't go to the bathroom.
Perfect place.
Oh gosh, man. What is he doing right now? He's just tempting fate now. I like the music during this sequence, though.
You all right now?
Yeah.
Do you want to use the bathroom?
No.
I feel like we're gonna have a pretty massive talk here in a second where he just lets it all come out. Seems like he's bottling up a lot of emotions. He was saying Charlie was weighing down the room or the car in other scenes. It looks like he's weighing it down big time right now.
You sure you're all right?
I got a headache. Why don't you go downstairs and get me some aspirin? Charlie.
Some aspirin?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude, I don't want Charlie to leave the room right now. I feel like Frank needs someone by his side. Yes, Charlie, go back. I think it was all just a ploy to get him out of the room.
You're back too fast. You didn't get my cigars, did you?
Oh no, he is planning on killing himself right now. That's why he's putting on his uniform. He wants to go with all of that on him.
Well, why don't you just give me the gun, all right? What are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot you, too.
I think he's just trying to scare him right now. I do not think he would actually do that, man. Does not strike me as that wild of a person.
You can stay or you can leave. Either way, I'm gonna do this thing. Now why don't you leave and spare yourself?
I think it's too late for that. I think Charlie is here for good, man. He's invested too much into this relationship.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh gosh, dude, he really was gonna do it right there. Thank goodness Charlie acted fast. Jeez, bro, that was tense.
Get out of here! Staying right here.
I'll blow your head off.
Do it. You want to do it? Do it. Let's go.
Oh, Charlie's worked up some mad courage right here. This is not the same person that first introduced himself in the beginning of the movie.
Get on with your life, would you?
What life? I got no life. I'm in the dark here. You understand? I'm in the dark.
Holy cow, man. That is some god tier acting. Al Pacino's next level. This is such a great scene, man. All the writing is fantastic.
You don't want to die.
And neither do you.
Give me one reason.
I'll give you 2. You can dance a tango and drive a Ferrari better than anyone I've ever seen.
I love it. This scene is phenomenal, man. It's so powerful. I've been talking so much about Al Pacino, but the actor for Charlie is great too.
Oh, where do I go from here, Charlie?
If you're tangled up, just tango on.
You're asking me to dance, Charlie?
Man, I cannot believe Charlie was able to talk Frank down from that situation. That's such a great moment, and I love the callback to the other tango lines.
Oh, I could use a drink, Charlie.
How about a cup of coffee?
Too big a leap for me right now. Maybe tomorrow.
That's what I love to hear, man. Another day in the life. That makes me so happy. I didn't want to see this man go.
You know what's kept me going all these years? The thought that one day... Never mind.
What? You can't just cut off like there. It sounded like he was about to drop a wisdom bomb or just a great line.
That's the thought that maybe one day I could have a woman's arms wrapped around me. That I could wake up in the morning and she'd still be there. Smell of her.
There's the title of the movie right there, man. Scent of a Woman. I knew it was a lot deeper than what I was initially thinking. I think there's still a chance for him, though. We saw how smooth he is earlier.
So, you'll be all right, huh?
We'll be fine.
All right.
Please don't tell me they just leave each other like this. I mean, I'm sure they'll meet again, but I didn't think that they'd just go their separate ways and that would be it.
Goodbye, Colonel.
Come here, son.
I like that. That's a touching moment right there. Making sure he knows his face to recognize it.
I called an open meeting of this institution this morning because the incident that occurred this Tuesday last, what happened is a symptom of the sickness of a society.
Dang, that's jumping to some big things right there. Sickness in the whole society.
Have sat behind the desk in the Oval Office in the White House.
Oh, I love it. He's here to hear Charlie's big speech. Is he gonna say anything himself, perhaps? That's awesome that he showed up.
A beacon for the nation's...
Got room for me up there, Charlie?
But today, we are bleeding from disrespect.
Charlie was there for him in his darkest moment. Now Frank is here for the moment that he needs someone by his side the most.
You were in a position last Tuesday night to see who committed this act of vandalism. Did you see or did you not see?
I didn't have my contacts in.
That's not what he prepared after all this time, is it? That's a pretty freaking weak argument.
Whom with your limited vision did you see?
You mean definitively?
Stop fencing with me, Mr. Willis. Tell me what you saw.
Oh gosh, this is not going very well at all, and he keeps looking down. Classic sign of lion. Is he actually gonna rat him out, or what can he say at this point?
Maybe Harry Havemeyer, Trent Potter, and Jimmy Jameson.
Shoot, bro, he actually sold him out. I was not expecting that from him. I thought he was going to pin it on somebody else, or worse, Charlie.
Did you see their size and shape?
Yeah.
And they were the size and shape of whom?
They were the size and shape of most any Baird student, sir.
Wow, he is staying strong under high pressure. That's insane. I'm surprised that George is the one that broke and not Charlie.
Mr. Sims, you are a cover-up artist and you are a liar.
But not a snitch.
Oh, the Godfather is speaking. Listen up. He's about to go in on this man right now.
What is your motto here? Boys, inform on your classmates. Save your hide. Anything short of that, we're gonna burn you at the stake.
Oh, this is so great, man. His delivery is elite. He is roasting this guy in front of the whole school.
You're building a rat ship here. A vessel for seagoing snitches. And if you think you're preparing these minnows for manhood, you better think again.
Oh, this is so amazing. I love how different it is from what he was saying before, how the world is just every man for themselves pretty much. Now he is absolutely decimating him with the opposite thought.
I don't know if Charlie's silence here today is right or wrong, but I can tell you this. He won't sell anybody out to buy his future, and that, my friends, is called integrity.
Man, I just need to freaking print this entire speech out and hang it on my wall. This is so good. Please tell me that the headmaster has some sense to listen to him.
You hold this boy's future in your hands, committee. It's a valuable future. Believe me, don't destroy it. Protect it. Embrace it.
I'm so glued to this performance right now. This is such good stuff. I love how long we're just hanging on a close-up shot of his face, too. Just lets there be so much more emotional impact in his words. Dang right, you clap for that speech. That was freaking incredible, man. Charlie and Frank have the entire school on their side.
Messrs. Havemeyer, Potter, and Jameson are placed on probation. Mr. Charles Sims is excused from any further response to this incident.
Hoorah!
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. What a freaking frame right there. Best hoo-ah of the movie. Charlie saved Frank's future, and he returned the favor by saving Charlie's. You love it.
I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate your coming here and speaking your mind.
Why, thank you. Are you married?
Please tell me he already found a potential date. That'd be awesome.
We should get together, talk politics sometime. Flirted, okay?
Yes.
I'm guessing that's a pretty good scent right there. That's awesome. Well freaking deserved. Things are looking up for both our guys.
You don't have to tell me, Charlie. 5'7", auburn hair, beautiful brown eyes.
Dude knows how to pin him, that's for sure. He has got some majorly keen senses.
Come by before you go home for Christmas. And if you like, you'll stay for dinner. Sometimes she cooks a pot roast. It's almost edible.
I love it. They are going to be friends for a while. I think that's the best weekend both of them have spent in a long, long time.
Help me with my bag. Come on. Come on. You got it?
I love it. He's got such a happier persona than when he initially met him. He's even interacting with the kids more. Great film, man. Great film. I loved that. That was really good. I'd have to rewatch some Godfather scenes, but that may very well be my favorite performance I've seen from him so far. I feel like he covered such a broad range of stuff, and the story overall I thought was great. Very heartwarming by the end, but definitely had a lot of good ups and downs, a lot of low points, some high points, and I feel like the film was very well put together because you had a collection of all these little moments along the way that kind of pieced together to make this great finished puzzle of these dynamic characters. And even scenes like the dancing one where Donna and Michael just left right after that sequence, you could say, oh, well, maybe that's a throwaway because those characters didn't pop up again, but it still had some great character development for Frank's character, but also a little bit for Charlie as well, I think. And so I don't feel like there was a wasted scene in the film. But yeah, definitely a home run for me, man. Can't wait to watch more Al Pacino. This has definitely reinvigorated my love for his acting. So I looked up what Oscars this was nominated for, and I was very happy to see that it was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. Absolutely agree with all of those. Obviously, I complimented how good the writing was throughout the film, so all of those deserved, and I was very happy that Al Pacino was an Oscar winner for his performance in this film. So well deserved. Such a fantastic, dynamic, layered performance. He hit all the right notes. He had you feeling happy and joyful. He had you feeling sad and everything in between with his character. And like I mentioned, there came a point where he just disappeared into the role, and I was really just seeing that character at that point, not really seeing Al Pacino much anymore. And so I'm very happy that this film got the recognition, and obviously it was a very popular one in the poll that it was in, and so I'm guessing it's a pretty popular film with the general public as well, getting noticed as it should. And so I'm glad all of you recommended it to me because I had a great time with it. I could definitely see this one becoming a bit of a Thanksgiving tradition type film. The music, I've commented on it so much. Loved Thomas Newman's soundtrack, and he's definitely one that deserves a lot more recognition, especially in the Oscars. I think I saw at one point that he's never won an actual Oscar. He's been nominated a bunch, which is kind of sad because he has quite the body of work for films, and I may be wrong about that, but he definitely deserves some more recognition for his great soundtracks. I think his work was perfect on this, but you know a film has done a good job when by the end of just a couple of hours you've grown really attached to the characters and you just become super invested in their stories, and this definitely did that for me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me. Such a a great movie, and if you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow, and you can of course check out my full-length reaction to this on the Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. Of course, you'll need your own copy to watch along with me there, but until the next movie reaction, I will see you all later. Peace.